Hello everyone, Treecks here and welcome back to Banjo-Kazooie. Remember, in the last episode we actually finished off by getting the final cheat in this game. The third and final Cheeto cheat that actually doubles your traditional inventory items. The red feathers, the blue eggs and the gold feathers. Both of them have been doubled by now, which is a good thing. For two reasons. Not just because of having more stuff to carry, but also because we needed to be in the neighborhood anyway. As you may remember from a very long time ago, we actually found a picture for a world without a puzzle switch. Remember, down here, in this underwater tunnel. Also in the previous episode, we actually found that switch, finally. It's more than 10 parts ago. This mysterious world picture that has so far been nothing but one giant big mystery, now we can finally fill it in. The last time we were here we also saw that we actually need a lot of jigsaw pieces in order to fill this one in. So don't come here quite yet if you're the kind of guy who actually skips most of the jiggies in the stage. Then this is going to be a no access world. But now that the switch has finally appeared, and I'm in possession of every single jigsaw piece so far in this game, filling out click clock wood is not going to be a problem. Say hello to World 9. By far the best world ever made in a collectathon. I must agree with a lot of people that Click Clock Wood is not just the best world in this game, but also the best world ever made in a 3D collectathon. Click Clock Wood just has something awesome. Allow me to wait until we actually reach the area before I start talking about why it's so awesome. And let's go the right way while we're doing that. The warp is down here, obviously. Luckily we actually found the second red cauldron. And therefore this is pretty easily doable. The picture for the world looks so far away, all the way at the beginning of the lair. But because of the warping, it is not a big deal. We are already back where we were. Welcome to the World 9 lobby, where this time the door will be open. An epicness awaits us here in Click Clock Wood. Now let's go start talking about how this place works. As you can see, the moment we enter, we're in a circular room where 4 doors will actually lead to an identical world, just in different seasons. And that is going to be the epic gimmick in this world. We do them in order, so we open up spring first. Luckily the switch is just lying around here in the lobby. The other switches we actually need to look for while we're busy playing through this world. And as you can clearly see, the world's going to be divided in 4 giant rooms, all looking identical, with one exception, namely which season it is. Welcome to the true Click Clock Wood in spring. For now the only point of reference we have. It's the first time we're seeing this place, but this is going to be the gist. One giant tree and a lot of stuff surrounding that. That's what we're working with here. Be careful for falling, because this is also by far the hardest world so far. It's mostly going to take place when platforming up high. Okay, the snapper over here actually thinks he's interesting. However, we are interesting too, because we have Wonder Wing. And we can carry 20 of these gold feathers now. Which is a good thing, because we're going to use Wonder Wing a lot throughout this world. Let's see if I can get up here. Really difficult getting all these knots, as you can see. Trust me, in summer that is going to be easier. But even here in spring I do like using them. It's actually a pretty quick way to get up here. 7 notes. Yeah, the note collecting is also going to be hell on a stage like this, because of the stage being divided in 4 separate rooms. The notes are also going to be pretty divided. you can actually count on finding an average of 25 notes per season. What do we have down here? It's a beaver. I can talk to him. Somebody move this boulder. Naughty can't get in his house. Yeah, that does sound like a problem. However, I've got another problem for you. Underwater, I can't attack, and therefore I still can't help you. There's too much water here. If only this river was dry, then I should be able to use my big barge with ease. However, that is not the case, so we need to come back to this later. Oh, and be careful for these birds, by the way, that come out of these holes. As you can see, they're comparable to the poop monsters we've been facing in multiple worlds already. However, this is kind of an upgrade to these guys. They actually pop out twice before they move back in again. Here's also something we need to take care of. Not something we can do quite yet. However, we do need to start initiating this event. As you can see, there's a hole in the middle here. And if we start laying eggs in that... a lot of them, apparently. Yeah, there we go. A giant flower will pop up. However, that is all it does, as you can see. Like I said, we can't really work with this quite yet. But we can already initiate it. In fact, we have to initiate it, otherwise in summer this soft soil spot is going to be as empty as it is now. Make sure to lay the eggs in there while it's spring. So if you're going for full completion of Click Clock Wood, make sure to do this now. Even though it's not going to give you a reward quite yet. Oh, I'm surprised that counted. Last minute strike. Ooh, Mumbo Skull's here. However, like always, I'd like to save the transformation business for last, so allow me to ignore it. And if you've been following along in this project, you might know why I'd like to save the transformation business for last in every single world. With the exception of Freeze Easy Peak. If you take that in your mind, then you should know why I don't want to do that stuff quite yet. Okay, here's another Mumbo token. Not that I need them, but still. Let's move up even further. Because just like with the business downstairs, there's also a couple of business upstairs that we need to take care of. You might have noticed, not everything we're doing right now will actually immediately result into a Jiggy like we're used to from the previous worlds. Because of its season system, a kind of world where most of the stuff needs to be handled in stages. Same deal with this beehive over here. Also something that we can see is actually a thing. However, we can also see we can't do anything about it quite yet. There's a small little hole and we're not allowed to enter. So let's move up one more floor. Hopefully not fall down in the meantime. Okay, here's a treehouse. However, it seems to be WIP. This thing is still being built. But you can imagine if we come later in this world, in the later seasons, this thing will be more and more done. For now there's only a Mumbo token to find here. Okay, let's go over these floating boardwalks over here. That will take us to the next stage of this world. Which is going to be the home of Nap-Nut the squirrel. Stay away from me, Robin Hood. And let's go see if he's actually at home. Ah, there he is. Chomp, chew. Nap-Nut likes acorns. I'll just eat a few more. Seems like a pretty traditional squirrel to me. He likes his acorns. And he's going to do nothing but eat, eat, eat for all spring long. We can't really do anything with him quite yet. The most important reason for still coming here is the fact that the summer switch is actually right in front of his door. So, continuation of Click Clock Wood just opened up in summer. But first let's go finish off everything we can do in spring. Before we actually head there. There's still a couple of things to take care of. Mostly events that need to initiate. We've been in here for quite a while already, and yet we still have 0 Jiggies. Count them, 0 Jiggies. Let's move on to the next thing that will actually not give us a Jiggy quite yet. A giant egg. Ah, me, Airy, mighty eagle. Need sleep now. Okay, we made sure this guy actually hatched from his egg. A giant eagle. Even as a baby, he's giant. However, he immediately starts sleeping, and therefore, no Jiggy. Okay, the final thing in this world is actually accessible officially. However, I'd like to pick this up later, because there's an easier way to get up there later on. And therefore, I'd like to go try and survive my drop to the ground again. We are officially done in spring for now. We will be returning here later. But for now, this is it. So allow me to find some water. Because this is a pretty high drop. Oh. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you fall into the water. But at least I survived. Altitude was apparently good enough for me to only lose a handful of health. Let's move out of spring. Out of the rainy business that is spring. And let's head into summer. Where the grass is yellow. And the bees protect their honey. Okay, welcome to dry season. Where in spring there is a lot of rain. Oh. Airy hungry now. Need 5 caterpillars. Okay, now he wants food. But anyway, like I was trying to say, this is the dry season. And therefore, things have changed in Click Clock Wood. First of all, here in the dry grass is a Jinjo now. Camouflaged yellow Jinjo. Oh, here's the caterpillars the eagle was talking about. Eek! Hungry animals like caterpillars. Yeah, like eagles. 5 of them we need to find in order to feed Airy. That's going to be the next step in his event. And the next step of reaching these leaves is also pretty difficult, it seems. There we go. As you can see, in summer, these knots are now leaves and therefore a lot easier to access. And even required to do so if you're going for 100% because there's notes on them. Next thing of interest here in summer is the fact that the river is now dry, as you can see. You look pretty strong. Can you move this boulder for me? Yeah, if I'm able to attack, it is no problem. Wow, what strength! Come inside, and I'll give you rewards. Okay, let's go. Reward time. Our first Jiggy. Or maybe not. As you can see, the wall is too steep, even for the talent rod. So, still no Jiggy for us. The world where the Jiggy counter will forever stay at 0. How long is it going to take before we finally find our first one? But what we do find is the autumn switch, so let's immediately press that. It's actually pretty well hidden. Unlike the location where we found the summer switch, this is not per se a place where you would start looking, I would say. But indeed, that is where you find step number 3 for this world. But first, allow me to actually clean out step 2, summer. There's a lot of things to do here. Initiating a couple of events and even continuing a couple, like the beaver one we just did. And of course, Airy the eagle also being one of them. The whole reason why we're collecting caterpillars now. Oh, and in fact, another one we can continue is the plant over there. Remember that flower that we grew by inputting 5 blue eggs in some soft soil? And look who bothers to show up here. Oh no, it's you two again. Gobi thought he was safe here. Trust me, Gobi. You will never be safe from us. Will you stop doing that? It took me ages to find more water. Oh, so you're the reason the river is dry. But that's what you need to do here. As you can see, force Goey to give some water to the plant and it will grow even more. But of course, not enough to give us a reward yet. Come on, you didn't really think it would already give us the reward? No. If only things were that simple in this world. 40 Mumbo tokens, by the way. And I only need 25 of them. In fact, Mumbo's skull is pretty close by, so might as well check that place out for a wee moment. I did promise I would do the transformation business last, but that does not mean that we aren't allowed to enter here at all. Come on! My bramble field makes you yelp. And loss of life. It sure does help. Ah, so that's the reason why you grow these stuff. Let's go see if Mumbo can appreciate a visit from us. Well, he does not look so good. Too hot for magic. Mumbo wants suntan. Now what are you doing indoors if you want a suntan? You're not going to get that from staying in here. There's only a Mumbo token in here during summer. And Mumbo complaining that he's not going to do any magic. That was something I wanted to show off quickly. As you can see, there's only one season in Click Clock Wood where Mumbo actually does magic. In the other 3, he will have an excuse why he's not going to do magic. And summer is actually one of the 3 where magic is not going to happen. And with that, I think we have done everything when it comes to the lower area. So let's go climb the tree now. Just like in spring, we also need to do a couple of things up here. Hey, and look what we have here! Is it finally going to happen? 17 minutes in the video, people. Jiggy #1 for Click Clock Wood. I'm not too sure if this one is actually already lying around here in spring. And that's something I cannot confirm. I do know I only like picking it up in summer. Because of the fact that the leaves are fully grown in summer. Making it way easier to actually reach this place. And no, I don't want to go up here yet. That will actually cut off way too big of an area. Let's go scale the tree from down here. Oh. I forgot one apparently. Come on, not this again. There we go. Ow! But this time I didn't fall. And I still win. Let's go make sure we can actually find the second Jiggy before this video ends. Well, there's a caterpillar here. Besides that, it does not seem there's anything too spectacular here. So let's move on even further. The next section obviously being the beehive section. Which was a complete no-go area the last time, because of that small hole. And that is still here. However, unlike last time, there's actually also a hole up top now. And therefore we can finally enter the beehive. Only accessible in summer, it seems. Bzz, the honey bear. He's after Grunty's golden honey piece. Sting him, Zabas. Ooh, boss fight. Kinda unexpected. What is not unexpected is the fact that it's against bees. And it works similar to the Flibbit fight from Bubble Bloop Swamp. They just keep on popping up. And while they're busy swooping in on you, make sure to attack them. The easiest way to do it is just hold Wonder Wing. And they basically kill themselves. Yeah, he's beaten us. Oh well, we're getting bored of guarding it anyway. In that case, why couldn't you just give it to me without a fight? Me entering here and you immediately saying, ooh, luckily the hero of this game just entered. We're so bored of guarding this Jiggy. Just go and take it. But okay, the Jiggies are finally coming in, it seems, here in Click Clock Wood. Let's go see if we can find another one before this episode actually closes. Because that is drawing near. I'm at 20 minutes, but I don't want to stop here. I'd like to find a little more of an ideal spot to actually cut the episode. The treehouse looks like a little bit more finished, but not quite finished enough. I think you can officially make that jump. However, I will advise to actually wait until autumn, and then the floor will be done. You can simply pick up the Jiggy without having to worry that you're going to fall all the way down again. And therefore I need something else to find. Napnut, what do you have for me? Ooh, that does not look good. Napnut's eaten too many acorns. I've got none left for next winter now. Well, that is your problem. However, it is going to be our problem in a minute. Just not quite here in summer. But you can expect what autumn will actually bring for us. And I thought there was a honeycomb piece here, but apparently not. In that case I need to start worrying, because then I don't know where it is. I thought there was an extra honeycomb piece in Napnut's house, but apparently not in summer then. Might be a different season I'm thinking about. Yeah, let's go to Erie and let's quit the episode there. And that looks like a fine spot to actually do that. These jumps can be quite tricky, so make sure to attack whenever you jump. Okay, Erie, we're here. Yummy! Juicy caterpillar, nice! Indeed, and I've got 5 of them. Well, even more than that, but you're only asking for 5. And he will spontaneously grow. What else did you expect? Erie full now, needs more sleep. And he sleeps again. And the fact that we're actually able to find more than 5 of these caterpillars, that kind of gives away what is going to be up next. You can get prepared in autumn to hunt for more caterpillars. In the meantime, let's go up here. Unlike in spring, this time there's actually a lot more of these platforms to actually go over, and therefore making it easier to reach this little door over here. The very top of the tree in Click Clock Wood. And there's Jiggy lying around here, which is going to be accessible in every single season. And this is one of the Jiggies that actually does not matter when you actually enter. As long as you can get yourself up here, this Jiggy is always available. Yeah, and this looks like an ideal spot to actually call it a day. We've reached the top of the tree, and therefore done everything in summer, pretty much. Next time we are going to continue in autumn, where the leaves will be red, and the river is hopefully a little bit more wet than it is now. See you folks next time, when we continue with Click Clock Wood, the stage that goes in force. Treecks out.